Although we are talking about free money, although we are talking about getting our businesses together, we are going to set ourselves up for success. Okay. So the first thing I want you guys to do is put on your money hat, and no matter where you are in your business, whether we are in a brick and mortar, whether we are out of our mama's house, it doesn't matter where we are. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Okay. So we are going to build out our business to be as professional as possible, to put our best foot forward. So as we are applying for these grants, we can stand out from all the rest. Okay. Now, yes, it's free money, but that doesn't mean that we're going to just throw something together. We're not going to put any effort into anything, or we're about to just win this grant. There is competition out here in these grant streets. Okay. So I'm going to kind of give you a quick little blueprint as to how to set your business up for success. Now, the first thing you want to do is, there are going to be some startup grants where you don't have to have an LLC. You can just have like a business idea. But most grants are going to want an LLC, an EIN, and a business bank account. Now, all the tips I'm going to say today for you guys to have, if we can't afford them, if they're not in the budget, if we don't have time to get them done, that is fine. Still apply. I always say all they can do is tell you no, right? But you want to have like a checklist of things that you know you need to kind of get in order as you are applying every single month for these grants. Okay, so first things first is going to be LLC, EIN, business bank account. Now, do you have to have an LLC? Do you want some money? We cannot be out here asking people for free money and we haven't invested in ourselves, okay? We haven't taken the first step to establish a business. We want the grant reviewer, we want the organization to know that, hey, this person has put an effort into their business, so let me respond, okay? Because the competition gonna have their LLC, EIN, business bank account. So when they're going through the applications, right? No LLC, no LLC, no. It's a competition, so we got to have our best foot forward, okay? So we need to have our LLC. LLC, EIN, business bank account. You can apply now without the business bank account, but after you apply, go ahead and get that bank account because they're going to deposit the funds in your business bank account. Now, those are the basic necessities. Now, we want our grant to stand out, right? We want, when the grant reviewer is going through all of these things, to be like, oh, this person stands out. So we want to go an extra step further. Number one, we want to have a branded email address. We do not want to have a Yahoo, a Gmail, an iCloud, a me.com. That just looks real basic, okay? No shade, but it's a competition. We want our business to look as professional as possible. So branded email addresses, so info@yourbusinessname.com. Customer service at yourbusinessname.com. A branded email address, I always use GoDaddy. It's going to cost you about $2 or $3 a month. You got to pay for the year. So you're looking at about $24 or $36, right? You're going to go to GoDaddy.com. If you don't have your domain name, your www.yourbusinessname.com, you're going to purchase your domain name. The domain name may be $15, $20, depending on what the name is. Sometimes I've bought domain names for like 99 cents, right? Once you go on GoDaddy.com and you purchase your domain, they're going to ask you, do you want a branded email address? And you're going to say yes. Then you can kind of make up whatever you want that beginning to be, your name, info, customer service, whatever. But it will have a yourbusinessname.com. Yahoo, Hotmail, AOL, Gmail are not professional emails. Okay, so it is very important if we're asking for money that we're putting in effort to show that, hey, we are serious about our business. Does Walmart use Gmail? They don't. Does Sam's Club use Gmail? They do not. In these business streets, business is business. We don't use Gmail. Okay, so we're going to have a branded email address. Next, we need to have some kind of digital footprints, okay? They are going to Google your business, what pops up. So first, we need to have either a website or a landing page. if we are on a budget, if our business is new and we really don't know, like we haven't like really mapped out our website, if we can't afford a website, we can go and get us a little landing page. Okay, a landing page is going to be like a 1-page website. It'll have your logo. It will have your contact information, so your name, your phone number, and your branded email address. And if you want to be creative, you can say, new website reloading, or, website under construction. You don't even have no website, right? But at least if someone goes to your website, it looks like your website's down just because you're like revamping it, right? You can have like a little contact us box where someone can kind of send you a message or an email, but you at least have some kind of web presence. Now, you can go on sites like Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and maybe for like $50 or $100, get you a quick little landing page, okay? These are things that are going to make your business stand out from all the rest. If we are a little bit more creative, or if we on a budget, they have sites that will have templates like Wix.com, Shopify.com, Squarespace.com. They actually have templates where you can just change the color out, move some things around. You write Canva, Wix, and you can kind of make your own landing page, okay? So we need to have either a website or a 1-page landing page. We need to have a nice, clean, and crisp logo. So your logo is like your brand. Your logo is everything. It needs to be nice, clean, and concise. If we don't have a logo, you can go on Canva.com and make you a quick little logo for the interim until we can raise enough money to either get a logo. We can take these nails and lashes off and not be outside for a hot, quick second and go get our logo made. But a nice, corporate, sleek, whatever is your brand, whatever is your brand sound, we need to have a logo. All of these things are going to make your brand stand out from the rest. Okay, so we're not going to be basic. We're going to go above and beyond because we're asking for free money. We're asking for money that's not based on our credit score. We're asking for money that we don't have to pay back. We're asking for money that, we don't have to, file 2 years tax returns and have $10,000 a month in revenue. So if I said I need 2 years tax returns, I need 10 grand a month in revenue, or girl or boy, go ahead and get you this website, get you a branded email address, get you a landing page. Which one do you want? You are going to have to do something to get some free money. Okay. Amazon's not about to deliver this grant. So we got to do something. Which one do you want to do? Okay. So we got our LLC, EIN, business bank account. Then we have our branded email. We have our website, our landing page. We're going to have a business social media page, okay? Now, you can promote your business on your personal page, but we don't need the grant reviewer or the organization seeing you in Tukey two-step at Thanksgiving dinner, okay? So we all have like our professional side, but then we may have that other side. And so we don't need, our corporate people seeing that other side. So we need to have a business social media page where it's going to have your business logo as a profile pic. The logo needs to be clean. It doesn't need to be busy. It needs to be, whatever your brand colors are. And then your business social media needs to match whatever your logo brand colors are. Your page needs to be nice and concise. If y'all look at Stormy's page, everything is pink, right? Her color is pink. She don't have pink and then blue and then yellow. She's pink, right? You want to have a nice branded page, nice photos. If you just look at different businesses' Instagram pages, you can kind of get a feel for them. Canva, you can make some graphics on Canva. If you have an iPhone, that gives good pictures, but you want to have things about your business on the business Instagram page. At least give me 3 of those lines, right? So we have three squares. So when someone goes to your page, it doesn't look like it's a ghost page, okay? So we want to make sure that when they Google our business, we got a website or a landing page that's coming up, and we have business social media. If you already have your logo made, you can ask your graphic designer, what are your hex color codes? So in marketing, there is no red, there is no blue, there is no yellow. Every color has a hex code. Okay, so if my color is a green and my green is 48CBB, then everywhere on my website, on my social media, everywhere is going to be that same green color. I'm not dark green on Facebook, and then I'm mint green on Instagram, and then I'm turquoise green. Like it's all the same color. So if you already have your logo made, you want to ask your graphic designer, what is the hex code? That way you know what color that you need to be using so that everything is branded, everything is concise, everything is the same. That makes your page look professional. These are all things that you're able to compete with the big boys, right? I'm not saying show me your warehouse. I'm not saying show me your office space. I'm not saying show me your fleet of corporate vans. But you can compete with the big boys by having a branded email address like they do. You can compete with the big boys by having a branded social media like the big boys. You can compete with the big boys with your website. So as someone's just Googling you and they go to your website, they go to fill your information out, they're on your business Instagram, you look big, okay? You don't look like you're in your one-bedroom apartment with the lights off, making this hair growth oil in your bathroom. So where we can fool them, we need to fool them and make ourselves look like a real company, because guess what? It just takes one sale, one connect, one partnership, one person promoting your product to make your product go off. It only takes one person, one partnership, one referral to make your service go off. It only takes one. Are you ready when that one comes? That's the question you have to ask yourself. If I sell this lip gloss, right? I'm out and about and a girl stops me at the mall. Oh my God, I love that lipstick. What is it? Oh, I make it. Oh my gosh, I am the stylist for Beyonce. She would love that color. What's your Instagram? Oh, well, here's my personal Instagram. Well, now you look bootleg. What's your website? I want to buy it right now. Oh, I don't have a website, but you can cash at me and DM me. Now you look bootleg, right? So are you ready for your win? You over here asking for free money, but you haven't put no work in. You weren't even ready for the free money. So it's like a lot of times people are asking for things without putting in any effort, or I'm about to ask for this free money, not understanding that the competition already leap years away. And then I don't know why I can't win this grant. You got your LLC. Well, no, see, I want to get the grant money from my LLC, but you're going to be turned up for Christmas. You outside, you on vacation, you got your nails done, you got your lashes done. Go 90 days, go 3 months without doing all that extra stuff to get your LLC. Go 2 months with no nails to go ahead and get you a logo. All of these things are setting your business up for success, okay? But once again, the money is, no one's going to just, fly the money to you with the purple unicorn holding the lucky leprechaun and the 4-leaf clover. That's not how it works, okay? So we're going to have our LLC, EIN, business bank account. We're going to have our branded email address. We're going to have our website or landing page. And we are going to know, why do we need the money? A lot of times we ask, let me back up. We need to have a business address, okay? Now, if you don't have all of these things, like I said, we are still going to apply, okay? So December, there's a lot of grants. We're going to apply for these grants without our virtual address or our business phone number if we can't afford it. All they're going to do is tell you no. And as of now, we don't have the money, so we're not losing anything. But when you get your Christmas money, when your boo asks you what you want for Christmas, don't say that bad. Just say, hey, go ahead and invest in my LLC, my virtual number, whatever it is that you want. Go ahead and pay for my address for the year. Pay for some stuff that's going to make you some money. But I'm going to tell you all the things we really need to have to stand out. So you want to have a business address. So if you already have a brick and mortar, you already have a storefront, we're going to use that address. If we're at home, it's no problem being at home. We're going to get us a little virtual address. Go to Regis, Opus, Alliance, physicaladdress.com. They may Google your address. So what is going to pop up? Is a nice commercial space going to pop up, or is an apartment complex going to pop up? a house gonna pop up, right? The more professional we look, the more our paper's gonna stay in this bundle and not get tossed to the side. Let me take my paper off so I can do a real analogy. So we need to have a virtual address, and then we need to have a business phone number. It could be a 1-800 number, or it could be a regular number, but it needs to be tied to a business line, not a personal cell phone, okay? So these will be the things that you want to have that's going to really make your business stand out. Now, why do we need the money? A lot of times people think I just need money. I'm not selling anything, so I want to hire a marketing team to, come and just make all my product come off the shelf. I'm going to hire this marketing team. Well, baby, we got to understand who's our target audience. What in your business, what do you need right now in your business that can make you more money in 30 days? If I ask you, what do you need to make money in 30 days? What is that? That's what we're asking for. A lot of times we think a business grant wants to hear a sob story. I was sick and I had COVID and I couldn't go to work for 3 months and I lost all my clientele and I'm 2 months from an eviction and I just need this grant to keep the doors open. Baby, who wants to throw their last life jacket to the Titanic that is sinking, right? So one life jacket is not going to save that whole ship. So when you act like your business is failing, you're on the brinks of closing, they don't want to give that money to you. Why? They are looking to have a aha story. Yes, they're giving this money to be nice and to help business owners or women or blah, blah, blah. They're also giving this money away so they can plaster your face on their website and they can show other people and their donors, look, we gave away 10 grants, and person 1 did A, B, and C. Person 2, got a new location. Person 3 increased their profits by 50%. Person 4, and hired 10 more employees, right? So they can run back to their donors and be like, okay, last year you gave us $1 million and we did this, this, and this. This year, can we get 1.5? Okay, so for us to be able to stand out, why do you need this money? What do you need to make your business grow? What do you need to increase your income? What do you need to produce the product faster? What is the problem in your business as to why you need funding? Well, I got to pay my bills. That's not a reason. I need to catch up on some debt. No. Well, I invested $10,000 of my money and I want to use other people's money. So I want to reimburse myself. No. All of those answers, if you put on your application, that's why it's getting denied. They want to know, if I give you this money, how you going to flip it? How you going to make some money? Okay. So scenarios like maybe we are in a business that works on a net 30. Maybe we're in commercial cleaning. Maybe we have in the trucking industry. We're in an industry where we have to actually work for free, perform the job, upfront the costs, pay the employees, get the supplies, and then after 30 days, they're going to mail us our payment. A lot of people, most businesses can't function getting paid after the job is done. Okay. That's like saying, hey, go to work. I'm not going to pay you in 2 weeks. I'm going to pay you in 6 weeks. Well, can you pay your bills? So let's just say I have Joy's Commercial Cleaning and I'm cleaning a daycare and I'm just the bomb.com. And they say, oh my gosh, you're so good. Your company is so professional and so great. We want to give you 10 more daycares. Well, that may sound good to the average person, but if you're in my industry, that means I got to have upfront costs for employees for 10 different locations. I got to have enough supplies for 10 locations. I got to have enough equipment for 10 locations. I don't have that money, so I can't even take on the additional contract. I can't grow my business because I don't have that money. Well, if that's the kind of industry you're in, that's what you're asking for. I have Joy's Cleaning. I have Joy's Commercial Cleaning. I am the one of the best cleaning companies in my city. I specialize in corporate cleaning and coronavirus cleaning and blah, 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 blah. I am not able to expand my business because I don't have the upfront capital to be able to provide the payroll, the supplies, and the equipment to handle more business. In my industry, I work on a net 30, meaning I have to pay for everything and then I get reimbursed. I am having to turn down offers of getting different additional locations and contracts because I don't have the funds to be able to fulfill the contracts and get paid on a net 30. When you can show that there's money right outside that door, the money is right outside my door, I need help picking up the money. Now, what sounds better? What I just said, or I need this grant because I need to get my LLC, and I need a virtual address, and I need to get a logo, and I think I need some inventory. Who you gonna give the money to? I'm already telling you, the money is right here. If I get this, I can go pick up the money. Maybe I make a product, okay? I'm making a facial serum, I'm making hair growth oil. Well, how much can I make in one day, okay? So I'm making my little hair growth oil. I'm in the mall. I'll bump into Beyonce's hairstylist. Oh my gosh, your hair looks so lustrous. You know, what do you use? I have a hair growth oil. Oh my gosh, I think Blue Ivy needs this hair growth oil. Here, just take mine. So the paparazzi takes a picture of Beyonce and everyone, you know, backstage, and she's greasing Blue Ivy and Rumi Scalp with my hair growth oil, right? So now my website is shut down. I am on back order. You know, everyone wants my hair growth oil because Beyonce was seen doing it. Well, I can only make so much oil in a day. It's just me. I'm at home. I'm at my mama's house. I'm in my apartment. I am making this. I'm working my 9 to 5, coming home, making my oil on the weekend. I am putting in the bottle, slapping a label on it, and shipping it out. I am starting my business from scratch. I can only make so much oil in a day. I can only slap on so many labels in a day. So I need to make this faster. So maybe I need to hire some employees to come help make this oil and bottle up these labels. Or maybe I need to outsource this product to a manufacturer that's going to make the oil and package it up for me. That's what I'm asking for. If I'm a baker and I'm trying to expand my catering, my food truck, my restaurant, whatever it is, but I can only bake so many things in a day. I can only stash so much food in my regular size refrigerator. I may need to rent a commercial kitchen for 2 days a week. I may need to hire some employees to help me make my things. What does your business need to make money? If you don't know what you need to make money, you don't need to be applying for grants because you don't have a purpose for the money. So just tonight, just kind of ponder, like, what do I need to make more money? If you hired a virtual assistant, could they do the emails? Could they answer the phone? Could they book the appointments? Could they handle the busy work, the social media, the small stuff, as you're focused on being able to handle more one-on-one clients, being able to, you know, come up with more marketing ideas, be able to have better content? Can someone take something off of your plate that doesn't require your expertise, that will allow you to go full throttle into what really makes the money? But what do you need for your business? Now, once you figure out what you need for your business, we're not going to have a budget. But we're not going to have a basic budget. Because, you know, over here, we don't do nothing basic, right? So you want to go and research what do you need and how much does it cost. And we're going to have a detailed budget. And we're going to explain why do we need this, okay? So if I am Joy's t-shirts, okay? I sell polo t-shirts, right? But if I buy this shirt in America, it costs me $10 and I sell it for $20. If I can get this shirt in China, it costs me $2. I can sell it for $20, right? But I got to buy it in a bigger quantity to get it for the $2. Beyonce had this shirt on and my website is broken down, right? So now I need to get my inventory in a bigger bulk. I'm going to be making more money just by changing my vendor and getting it at a larger rate. I'm going to explain why I need this money. And how much is this going to cost me? So I'm not going to just freestyle. I need $1,500 for marketing. I need $2,000 for payroll. I need $3,000 for equipment. Boring. Next. Oh, she just freestyled a mail budget. Next. Oh, here's one. She needs $2,345 for equipment. She needs the equipment because she needs to be able to make blah, 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 blah. Oh, and now she needs $1,412. We're going to have an exact budget, okay? We aren't freestyling. We aren't just coming up with anything. We aren't watching TV and just throwing something together. Really go and price your product. What is that exact cost and why do you need it? Don't just throw a budget out there. Have an itemized budget. So equipment, right? Equipment. Maybe I am Joy's Peach Carver. So equipment, maybe I need some more. I don't even cook. Jesus. Maybe I need a commercial blender. Maybe I need some kind of plates, spoons. So under equipment, I may have equipment $4,620. And under equipment, I'm going to have each detailed thing that I need for equipment. So when they get my budget, they already see I don't put work on the budget. Now, I got my LLC, EIN, business bank account. I have a website. I got a branded email address. When you go on my business social media, is professional, is branded. I'm telling you how I'm this great business. The money is right out there. If you give me this grant money, I can get this to go get the money. And my budget is telling you I have categories, I have subcategories down to the penny as to what I need this money for and how I'm going to use it. Well, who you want to give the money to? You want to give the money to your best friend who works 2 jobs and girl, the IRS just took this money out on accident, but I'm working 2 jobs, I can pay you back. Or your other friend who don't got a job, she's not applying for jobs, she's sitting up watching, reality TV all day. Hey girl, can I borrow some money? Who do you want to give the money to? So when we're applying for business grants, we want to stand out from all the rest, okay? I don't care where you are. I don't care if you haven't made a dime. We're going to talk about how we are innovative. We are the newest thing coming. Yeah, you need to understand what are great adjectives to learn. I have a grant masterclass. I got a little book for all that. Or you can just Google adjectives. We're not going to say I'm brand new. It's my first business. I ain't never did business before. I just started. No. We're going to use adjectives that make new sound good. Innovative. We are, breaking into the industry. You got to have a word to make whatever you're doing sound good. Okay. If maybe we are new in our business, but we have worked a 9-to-5 for 10, 15 years. Well, talk about your expertise. Like, hey, I have worked, a corporate job from 9 to 5. I am now, venturing off into this area. When you tell someone that you work a job for 10 years, 9 to 5, that means that you're reliable. That means you're dependable. That means you know how to come to work on time and do your work. It shows stability. It shows stability, right? So what makes your business stand out? What makes your business unique? What makes your business different than all of the rest? We want to talk about that as you're applying for these grants, okay? When we're looking at the grant question on the grant applications, you want to make sure that we're answering the question as quickly as possible, okay? They don't need to know what your mama's maiden name is, what your blood type is, none of that. Give them the answer as quick as possible, okay? You want them to fall in love with your application, right? You're professional. We're answering the questions. We are getting right to the point, and they can feel and they can understand you and they like you. When you are wordy, when you want to talk about everything, it's just like, oh girl, please. I have like 100 more of these I need to read. So you're going to stand out by making everything clear and concise. The last thing I would say is If you are not comfortable with writing grants, you need to understand that this is a business grant. They're not expecting you to have a PhD in language arts. They are not expecting you to sound like you are an English professor. They understand that your expertise is in your business, okay? If I'm Joyce Lashes, I can slay lashes. If I'm Joyce Mechanic, I can fix your car. If I'm Joyce Peach Cobbler, I can cook. That's my expertise. They're not expecting you to be a English major, okay? So it may not sound pretty. It don't gotta sound pretty, okay? Make sure that you can relate who your business is, why you need this money, and how this money is going to help take your business to that next level. That's what they're wanting, okay? You can use AI to help you add to what you already have. If you just type a grant question in AI and you put it on there, you and about 100 other people are going to be having that same answer. As I'm reading it and the person reads the same answer 10 times, oh, y'all did AI, I'm throwing y'all out. Or you can take what you want, take whatever is your paragraph, is how you're answering this question, and then put it in AI to kind of see how do they add something to it. Or after you finish writing your, so for example, if they say, what do you need $10,000 for? In your mind, you map out what you need the money for from what you think. But I can hop into AI, ChatGPT, and say, hey, give me a $10,000 grant budget for a what business am I? For a t-shirt business. AI is going to map out a whole nother budget, right? Which may give you a category that may pop out like, I didn't think about that. Maybe they added some software, right? Sometimes in certain professions, certain software or CRM systems may be expensive. So you can find something in AI to add to what you already have. Or you can type the question in AI. You already have your structure, and then we can add a couple of lines to it just to make your little, regular, answer just stand out a little bit more. Okay, so that's how we can use AI, but we are not going to be lazy and just type in the question and then type in AI, because half of the other applications doing the same thing. They're about to get tossed to the side because they're boring. And then last but not least, we cannot win a grant that we don't apply for. Okay, so I tell people all the time, just go look at a grant application. Well, I never written one before. At one point in time, you never walked. At one point in time, you never talked before. Okay, so a lot of things that you haven't done before, we're going to just start doing them now. A lot of businesses cannot handle additional debt. If I'm trying to start my business, I can't afford a $400, $500 payment. Okay, so you can get all the funding in the world. If you can't afford it, if you don't have no sales, if we don't have enough sales to pay our bills and this additional debt, all the debt does is become a burden. Hold on. Let me get my monkeys, right? So you go out and you get all these credit card debt. You get these loans. Now we got the monkeys on your neck. The monkey is stress, right? So you started this business for generational wealth and to pass something down to your kids, and you done mapped out your credit cards and you done, got this loan and all this. But hey, just because you open your website up, it's because you launch your business on day one, the customers aren't just sprinting in the door. So you may have to carry your business for 3-6 months before it starts making money. But you done got all this debt. Now you and your wife arguing. Now the kids got to come out of baseball. Now we got to cancel our Christmas plans. Now you're talking about divorce. Why? All because you bit off more than you can chew. Okay? So saying all that to say, if you've never written a grant before, great. If you don't know what to say, great. What we're going to do is we're going to just start applying for grants. All they can do is tell you no. And as of now, we don't have the money, so we're not losing anything. There's no limit to how many that we can apply for. But the more you apply, the more comfortable you get. The more comfortable you get, the more confident you get. The more confident you get, the more you're going to see, oh, wait, I should switch this up. I should change this. So once you start applying for the grants, once you start getting in a groove, you're going to realize the grants are asking me the same questions. They're asking me the same questions, just a little differently, right? So you're going to get used to what they're asking for. is really just copying and pasting what you wrote on the last grant. The only thing that we're going to tweak will be a budget. So if it's a $30,000 budget, I'm adding more stuff on. A $10,000 budget, I'm going to take some stuff off. But now you can be applying for grants. I always say apply to 5 to 10 grants every single month. You're going to get more confident in applying. Number 2, you're going to increase the likelihood of you winning. Number 3, what if you got $5,000 in January, $10,000 in June, $8,000 in December? We're now getting additional cash flow into our business all throughout the year. And the one thing a business needs is cash flow. So, am I over my time, Stormy? I was just running my mouth.
Girl, we was going to let you go on. Okay. You ready for Q&A?
Sure, let's go.
Let's rock it out. All right, y'all. Same as last time. Y'all know the good drill. My girl Joy came in here and brought the monkeys out. I ain't never seen no monkeys on the that killed them. Okay, let's get this going, y'all. Make sure you have your camera on if you want to ask your questions, so we're not talking to a thing. Let's start out with Tiffany.
Hi, Miss Tiffany.
Hey, Miss Joy. Hey, Stormy. I love. Great job. Awesome information. So I have like a compound question. I'll make it quick. I have a business and I have a business plan. I have everything already ready. My email, my bank account, all of that done. But we're putting on an annual event for youth and in the health and wellness industry. So physical agility, mental stability, that type of thing. And so I'm in the entertainment industry too. So whenever I'm doing a screenplay, whatever, I create a new business, new bank account and everything for that project. Should I do the same thing in the grant, on the grant side? Should I, if I'm going to go for a grant for the annual event, which is called Ultimate Play Day, should I create a business account? And I actually already did everything for that particular business, but I have my own business. I have Fit Girl Fit, and then I have the Simply Tiffany Soul business, and I'm partnering. Fit, yes. I teach fans, so fit over here. So I kind of follow that same regimen as when I do the screenplays and things of that nature. So should I do that? Should I? And this is like a compound question. Should I look for grants for health and wellness or events?
Okay, so to answer your first question, yes. That's why I say have an LLC. So every business that you have that has the LLC, EIN, business bank account is going to be a separate person, right? So you have Thick Fit. Let me get a pen. You got Thick Fit. You got your health and wellness, and then we got whatever was the third one. So for one grant application, we're going to be submitting one for the Thick and Fit fitness. We're going to be submitting the same application for the health awareness thing, so it's going to be 3 applications per grant for the 3 different businesses.
And that's okay to go ahead and submit for the same grant. And so since it's a health and wellness, so the Thick Girl Fit is partnering with another company, and then we created the company Ultimate Play Day for the annual event. Is that correct? Or should we not create that company for the annual event? It should happen once a year. Maybe once we get, some leeway and some ground up under us, we may do it twice a year because it's for marginalized communities, things of that nature. So the kids who can't get the physical agility and the recovery and all that on the other side of the fence get. So we're providing that information, tutoring, other types of job and employment. Everybody can't be a basketball, football player. So we're giving them other options as well. Also, how to take their physical agility to the next level to be superstars. So since this is just one event every year, should I have created that whole business and then apply for grants just for that event?
You can, yes.
Okay. So that's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Monica? You're on mute, lovey.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Hello. My name is Monica Sadiq. I am a grad student as well as a business owner, and I would just like to ask two questions. My first question would begin with in the beginning stages for yourselves. What would you say was a blind spot that you often saw for those that you were writing grants for? Like, was there something that they just often missed? Was it something that was like, oh, you would be this close and you wouldn't need me if you had focused on this in a nutshell, so that we understand what to take into account beyond like an LLC and having the legitimacy of your business? That's the first question. And then my second question would be for sole proprietors. The previous speaker had mentioned that it's more likely for you to get grants if you have a team behind you. What would you recommend for those that are up and coming and are working by themselves until they can have that funding to employ?
So, girl, I forgot your first question. Your first question: what do you need the money for? A lot of people cannot come up with what do you need the money for, and then how your business is helping a group of people by being a business. Okay, so maybe my business is not doing anything, but I hire disenfranchised people who are discriminated against in the workplace. So maybe I hire people with a criminal history. I hire people with a GED, right? Or maybe what I'm doing is helping someone. So maybe I have a vending machine. In my vending machine, I may keep like 2 rows for healthy treats, right? I have like, organic stuff or stuff that has less sugar. And I'm putting my vending machines in urban areas. Okay, so maybe like an urban beauty salon, car dealership. So in urban areas, there's not a lot of grocery stores. It's more convenience stores, gas stations, fast food. A lot of times in urban areas, people are on bikes, scooters, walking. So they don't have access. I forget what the term is called, but it's like basically in urban areas have a food shortage. So there is not a lot of healthy options in like a 1 to 4 mile walking radius. So I don't just have a vending machine. I am, providing healthy alternative treats to people who don't have access to healthier food. Coming up with a way of spinning what you're doing that makes it look like that you're doing something bigger than what you see yourself doing. I'm trying to raise money for the vending machine. I'm late on the payment. I'm trying to borrow some money to get the food. You're in the business, so you don't see what bigger impact your business is having. I would say that would be a good reason to, that people kind of mess up on, as seeing the bigger picture of what your business is really doing, because you're stuck in the business. What was your second question? I got ADD, girl. Oh, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Thank you. She's got the magical button, so she got to unmute me.
Okay.
My second question was for sole proprietors. Like I mentioned, there was the previous speaker. She had mentioned that with certain grants and larger grants for money, there's sometimes complications as a sole proprietor when it's just you and you don't have a team behind you. So I was just asking, like, what are some, I guess, maybe loopholes, but also ways to stay encouraged in the grant process as a sole proprietor until you can afford to employ? Thank you.
Whenever you're applying for a grant, the grant needs to meet your need. Okay, so if you are a sole proprietor and it's just you, 9 out of 10 times, you probably don't need a $200,000 grant. Now you're going to say, oh, I want $200,000 because I can use that money to pay my bills. But business wise, if it's just you probably don't have a need for a $200,000 grant versus me. I'm Joyce Barbecue. I got 10 employees. I have a line wrapped around my storefront. I'm needing this $250 because I need to get the space next door to cut that wall down to make my dining hall bigger, to add more tables, add more equipment, to seat more people. Okay. So if I'm a sole proprietor, I probably don't need the $250. You may want it because you know what I'm saying, but so normally when you're applying for a grant, the grant needs to meet your need. If we are pre-revenue, meaning we haven't made $1, baby, why are we applying for $100,000 grant? We don't even know if we have proof of concept. Does your business work? Do people want your product? Do people want your service? We don't know. Your mama can't tell you. She gonna lie to you, right? So we don't have proof of concept. So no one's gonna give you $100,000 and you can't even say, hey, I have this product. Everybody wants my t-shirt. Everybody wants this lip gloss. Everybody wants this peach cobbler. So if you're a sole proprietor, you probably don't worry about the team. You worry about getting your business going, developing and applying for smaller grants that meet what you really need.
Thank you, Monica. Let's tap it up for that answer. Throw some fire in the chat real quick. The expectations need to match the business registration.
Exactly.
Miss Bianca, we ready for you.
Okay, my name is Bianca. I am an esthetician, owner of Zakor B Aesthetics.
Okay, so cool.
I have two questions. The first one is, does it matter if it's a regular bank or a credit union? Like, which do you prefer?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No.
Okay. And then as far as the website, my website on GoDaddy is almost $3,000
So you
for my name.
You need to change your name. So what is your business name? That's what domain is $3,000?
Zakor B Aesthetics.
That's $3,000. Zakor, is that popular?
It's something about it's being unique.
Okay. You said, give me your name again.
Zakor B Aesthetics.
So well, number one, Zakor B Aesthetics is a pretty long domain. Okay. So it's a high likelihood that your customer may miss a letter. So you may want to do something like Zakor B. You said Zakor B Aesthetics?
Yes.
So you may want something like zbaesthetics.com or zakorbe.com. You need to kind of condense your domain name. If you can't get a .com, you can try to get like a .us or a .org, but try to change the variation, or you can just have a ZBE. Zakor is going to be complicated. I mean, it's real cute, love it. It's going to be complicated for the average person to know how to spell Zakor. So when you think about marketing, you want to think about if I'm on a commercial, hey, go to Zakor.com. Well, shoot, is it ZEZA? How you spell Zakor? So you want to kind of make it easy for the client to get to you to give them your money. So although Zakor, I'm sure you love the name, it sounds good. Keep all that on your logo, but make your email address zbe.com. Get at me at zbe.com. Oh, I know zbe.com. I can log on, and now you got that sale. Versus she didn't try 4 times to spell Zakor. She can't find you, so she said, "Never mind, girl, I'm gonna find somebody else."
So it's not discouraging that my name isn't the same as like the website name.
It's going to be something similar. Like my business name is thefirmcreditbusinessgroup.com. That's too many letters to type in. So my website is thefirmcbgroup.com.
Okay.
You just don't want to have at gmail.com or at yahoo.com, but any kind of ZBE, any kind of thing that's related. Now don't say, flygirlsally.com and your Zakora. It needs to be related, but no, as long as it's related to your business, it's fine. But I would definitely condense it.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Bianca.
Is it me? No.
That's you.
Oh, it's on me.
Hi.
Hey, how are y'all? Hey, Joy. Hey, Stormy. So I don't know if you answered my question, but I'm gonna run it by again. I have a salon and a hair company, as well as a very new education platform. So, is it best to apply for grants with the business that has produced more revenue, or does that not really affect the odds? If that makes sense.
Are they all 3 separate entities, or are they just one?
They are. They're 3 separate entities.
So then all 3 should apply. So
I didn't hear you.
all 3 entities should apply for the grant. So your salon business is going to be applying for whatever you need for your salon business, whatever equipment, blah, blah, blah. Your product business has different needs, and then your online course has different needs. So we're applying for each one as if, although you own them all, it's 3 different people, applying for the grant.
Okay.
That's what your LLCs give you. 3 different people.
Okay. And I have one more question. I know they ask for the EIN in a lot of the cases. I've never really built business credit. Does that impact like the decision? Are they looking at business credit, or what are they really using the EIN for? Like just to see that your business is legit, or should we be building business credit to have like a history or report, or what?
You can build business credit, but that's separate than a business grant. They need your EIN because at the end of the year, your business will get a 1099 for the money that you received. And so they need your EIN to put on that 1099.
Okay. Thank you. That was it.
You're welcome.
Y'all did amazing. Thank y'all for the knowledge y'all shared.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you, Brittany. Thanks for coming. Tanya?
Hi, Stormy. Hi, Joy. Thank
Hi.
you so much, ladies. Tonight has been absolutely awesome. I've got a quick question. So my name is Tanya Blanchard, and I own Madison Chase Capital Advisors. So I own a residential mortgage company, and I've been self-funded for the last 5 years. But as you know, everything that happened with the mortgage meltdown, things are just tighter. So my objective is to secure financing for expansion. Right now, I'm licensed in Georgia and Florida, and I want to go nationwide. I don't really want to, the bottom line is Black home ownership is at the lowest level since before 1968, before the Fair Housing Act was passed. So I know that there's a lot of money out there. I'm looking more for, really 100,000 and up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't take 50 or I would take whatever, but I'm looking for more capital to really expand. And I know that the need is there for home ownership. Are there any suggestions on where, I saw, FBA, .gov, et cetera, but do you have any suggestions on, opportunities for grants for higher dollar amounts?
Why are we expanding?
Oh, we're expanding because I want to create at least 10,000 Black homeowners. Well, I don't even care if you don't even have to be Black. I just want 10,000 new people in the U.S. to purchase a home in the next 3 to 5 years. Because without home ownership, that's the biggest reason for the wealth gap.
I get all that. Here's my question. If isn't the housing market right now like kind of going backwards?
No, it's just stagnant because of interest rates. It's not going backwards.
Okay, so it's stagnant. So business-wise, do we grow in a stagnant season or do we grow in a momentum season?
Well, I want to grow in a stagnant season so that when rates do come around, because they will, everything's cyclical. So when rates do come around, I want to expand. Right now, I'm just in Georgia and Florida, and I'd like to be in at least 10 other states to offer home ownership, mortgages.
I hear you. But if the interest rate is high right now and people aren't buying, when we go to these 10 other states, we're about to be going to crickets. What I'm saying is, right now, I understand in what you're wanting. I'm just saying I would change my ask. All the realtors are talking about, changes and things are different. And like, this is not a year ago when you bought a house, you could sell a house and make $100,000. That's the time to expand. This in the industry that you're in right now is not the time to expand. So you asking for a grant to expand when people are not buying homes it doesn't sound like, I think you'll have a more complicated time getting money for that purpose. Change what you want your purpose to be. due to your industry. That's like saying, I want to expand my trucking fleet and gas is now double the cost. That's not the time in business to expand.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, we could talk offline, Joy. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, regardless of interest rates being, whether they're 7%, 5%, 10%, 12%, we should be owning homes. So regardless of what interest rates are doing, you should still, home ownership should still be available to you.
Home ownership should be available. It may not make financial sense right now for you, based on your income and your credit, to buy a home if the home is going to give you a 10% interest rate versus waiting for it to get a 4%, because now you're about to be upside down in the home. But once again, I don't want to go back and forth. You asked my opinion. I would say if you want to apply for a grant for a different reason, because the average person is going to not understand why you're trying to grow in an industry when right now is not the average person would say is not the best time to grow. So you may get a better chance of winning the $100,000 grant if we change what we're wanting. Maybe we can be trying to start an educational system that's going to be teaching minorities about how they can still purchase with the interest rates. Are there programs out there that they can join? You have a course that you want to sell and you want to help get with like production costs of, filming the course, getting the course copyrighted, trademarking the name for the course, that teach people, here's my course, and in 6 months, I will prepare you to be ready for home ownership. I like what you're saying. Everyone should own a home, blah, blah, blah. Sell that as to how do you still buy a home in this industry. You can still get your grant money. We can still reach people all over the US of A by teaching them with your course what to do versus you going out and getting all these office spaces in different places. Like WeWork is just filing bankruptcy. Certain industries, we don't want to talk about expanding when the industry is stagnant. Right now, if we're in real estate, we are just trying to hold on. I would be telling a realtor, okay, we are just trying to hold on, keep our office, keep everything keep everything together. This is not the growth. This is not the momentum time. Once this turns, then we can run. Okay, so just change what you want to ask for, because I'm not knocking your vision. I'm just saying it's going to be hard to sell someone else on that when right now the interest rates are not what it was. Now, 2 years ago, all day, every day. But right now, that's just what I would just change your ask. You can still help everyone own a home with your course or with your program, or taking you as a speaker on a 10-city tour, teaching these things and selling your course and selling your book as to how people can get home ownership regardless of the interest rate.
So more Tanya, not Madison Chase.
Well, Tanya could be its own entity.
Tanya is Madison Chase, right?
Okay, yes.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Tanya, for coming.
Thank you, Stormy.
And being open. Being open is not an easy thing, and I think that you did really well, so I appreciate it.
Well, you have to be coachable.
Yeah,
And
that's
Joy has the mic for a reason.
That's a valuable skill that people can take note from. Thanks, Tanya.
Thank you.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Hi.
So my name is Ken Powell. I'm actually in Arizona by way of Chicago. So my question is this, because I understand that there's different ways of getting the grants for the startups and everything, but are there any resources or grants that would allow me to purchase a franchise?
Franchise is a little different because some grants are not going to allow you to apply if you are a franchise. Look for a business grant. You need help with all the money or just some of the money?
Just some of the money. If all was available, that would be great. But just some of it would help.
Is it, what state are you in?
I'm in Arizona.
Okay, and then are you trying to purchase the building? Is that part of the purchase price?
No, they're actually, I won't have to have a building at first. I will be able to run the franchise from home. So I don't have to do that at first, but I will need certain equipment to start the franchise.
That would be the ticket.
Ask for what else you need. If you maybe want to add a couple more computers, so if you want to maybe, try to increase the price on what you're asking for the ancillary things that we can then use for the franchise fee. At the end of the year, as long as you have your franchise up and running and you're there, we've used the money for a business purpose, they're not really tripping on what we use the money for as long as for a business purpose. I would act like we already. Don't tell them we don't have the franchise. Just ask for the things that we need for the business.
Okay. Second question is, for instance, like, so with me getting into a franchise like that, I don't necessarily have the LLC and everything, but so I would have to create an LLC. How do I explain that? Create an LLC.
You should still have an LLC with the franchise.
Right.
So you would have an LLC and then you would use a DBA for the franchise name.
Okay. That's what I was looking for. Got it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ken. Good luck with that. Let us know how it goes.
I will.
All right. We're going to take two more. One being in Aikisha. You got to unmute, though.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Aikisha Bell, and I am the owner of Braids by Keisha, which I produce the hair growth oil. So my question is, how do I go about finding grants that will help me produce at a larger rate? Because right now I'm producing everything out of pocket. So, and it's high demand for my oil, so it's beginning to become very expensive. So I wrote one grant, I think it was last year, it was like $5,000, but I didn't get that one. But just listening to you all tonight, some of the things I wrote down about using like different words to be able to get the grant. So how do I go about finding the grants that will help me grow my business?
I think I have a grant bundle. Stormy has a grant bundle. I think the first lady that spoke had a grant bundle. You can check out sources like Hello Alice. You can check out your Chamber of Commerce. You can check out, you can just Google business grants. But if you have a lot of clientele for your growth oil, then you should be making money. So I think if it's in high demand and we're not making money, I think we have a different problem. I think maybe we're not pricing our product correctly. But if the product's in high demand, why do you need a grant? Because you have all this cash flow coming in from the clients buying the products. I think we have a different problem. But if you're wanting to know where to find a grant, that's where you can find a grant.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Aikisha. Thanks for coming. Bree.
Hi. I have learned so much. Oh my God, I'm just like a sponge. This has been so awesome. So I'm Brianna Augustus. I own Bridal Bayou Boutique, which is a size-inclusive bridal boutique that provides robes, socks, slippers for women of all sizes. So far, I carry up to a size 5X, and I'm looking to expand. So one of the things that I'm having trouble with is figuring out, with breaking into the bridal industry as a Black woman and tackling the problem of size inclusivity. What is a direction that I can go from the grant side that may tackle that problem of, trying to be inclusive for women of different sizes? Because that is one of the biggest issues that exist in the bridal industry.
I would say, why don't we change it from being inclusive to all sizes to being inclusive to the sizes that are discriminated against? Okay, so if I'm a size 00 to a 10-12, I'm not really, that's every bridal, every business has those sizes. who's being discriminated against is going to be our 1X, 2X, 3X, our, vivacious, our full figured, our bam, bam, thank you, ma'am woman, right? So change your niche to, you provide bridals, for, I don't want to say full size, but, we need to have a cuter name. Inclusive is too big. We don't need the 0 to 12 don't need help,
even
right?
though 12 is considered to be plus size for whatever reason.
Okay, so then maybe we start at 12. So maybe we are 12, which would maybe be a large, and we go up to 5X. Okay, so no, just because we are curvier doesn't mean that we want a frumpy bridal dress. Doesn't mean that we want a bootleg robe. If we want to be cute, we want to have me and my bridal girls. No one is pitching to that. Think about Fenty makeup, 5-6 years ago? I mean, if you're a brown skinned girl, you had to buy 2-3 foundations just to barely get something to match, or you'll be stuck with MAC, and sometimes, no shade, MAC will oxidize on some of us. So she came in, I'm not trying to help all the fair skinned people. I'm coming right here with my brown girls. Are we brown? We got a red undertone, an orange undertone, a yellow undertone, a green. She went right to where the problem is. Your problem is there is a smaller selection of plus size dresses that are fashion forward. Not looking like, Sister Ordell or your mama. So you specialize in fashion forward, sizing for, a real woman, right? A real woman is going to have more oomph, more girth, more oomph, right? So that's what we're specializing in. That's your niche. So people will, but now go to AI or do a Google search, right? Give me some statistics so that people understand your problem. If the grant reviewer is a size 2, she has no idea that larger women have a problem because she doesn't have a problem. That's not her problem. So give me some statistics. Do you know that, 40% of women who are size 12 to a size, 16, only have two selections or 2 dresses, or maybe a larger size woman develops more anxiety, more depression as she is, planning the best day of her life because there are no options, right? So if your product solves a problem, we have to make the grant reviewer aware that there is a problem.
Okay.
So once you make them aware that there's a problem, you come in because you specialize. Don't be inclusive. We are for the real woman size, and the real woman is blah, 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 blah. Okay. And this niche right here, I never thought about that. I guess if you're a size 16, it may be hard to find a dress because where all the major stores are, they're not carrying a 16. They're barely carrying a 12. And if they do have one, we're looking like Sister Odell, and that's not what we're trying to give. So what is this? So maybe, I don't know if you're a bride, if your sister was a bride, if your mama was a bride, and, every time you go to a shop, they look at you crazy. They act like, no, we don't got it, or they pull the curtain out. I mean, you can still have a shape and be vivacious, right? So speak to that. It is so hard. And this is supposed to be the happiest day of my life. And everywhere I go, I am turned around. People act like they do not want to help me. I have developed anxiety, depression. I really don't even want to get married. And because my happiest day of my life has now turned into, I'm just depressed. I didn't want to get married. I realize how many other real women are suffering from this. I'm supposed to be happy and I'm sad. And so that's why I created Real Woman Blah, Blah, Blah. I cater to all the sides so that everyone tells no. Everyone, no matter what your size, should be able to be loved and should be able to be happy on their special day. I need this money so I can get robes and this and that, so I can sell them on my site, so that I can make sure that no other bride will experience the anxiety, the depression, and the shame that I've had to experience on my happy day. I love this girl. Oh my God, her happy day. She's going through, I had no idea. Oh yes. Sell what it is that you solve. What is the problem that you solve? Sell the problem. You're the solution. But if I don't know the problem, I just need money for clothes. Well, I mean, everybody needs money for clothes, but now I relate to you. Now I understand the problem. So that's what I would do.
Oh my God. You got me on my I'm getting teary-eyed.
Girl, I am too. I ain't getting married. I'm getting divorced.
The lack of options that they have for plus size women is ridiculous. And so I've seen so many brides, they want to put their plus size friends in their wedding. And of course, everybody wants those cute pajamas for those pictures and stuff. But when they go to find those outfits, they find outfits for all of the small girls, but they have none for the plus size girl. So the plus size girl ends up with some frumpy outfit.
Sister Odell, right. That's what I'm saying.
She's the one who
that stands out. Right.
So much.
Right.
Where was the notepad during this?
my other phone was recording.
Come on, stay ready. Yes.
My other phone
that's
recording,
good.
so I can play it back.
we better see you posting real soon as you post the brands.
Hey. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for coming. Listen, this has been astronomically gem dropping, extraordinarily informational, with literal steps that you could take today. And that's what's important, is that y'all can have notes for years, but to know you can take these steps today and get these things. You ended it off with we couldn't ask for a better person than
Right. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, girl.
I need y'all, before we let Joy go, make some noise for Joy. Let her know how appreciative we are for her.
Thank you.
Make some noise for yourself on a Monday night. Y'all in a grant class. That's good.
So I need you guys, make sure you please follow Joy. Make sure you guys follow Joy. Stay connected with her. She's always going live, dropping gems, super valuable resource. Get connected. Take a picture right now. Tag her on Instagram that you was like, her class was fire. Joy did her thing. Make sure you guys show some love. If she gave you all of that and didn't charge a dime, then please at least, show that you were here, expose other people to what she's doing and the value that she's bringing. Joy, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
No problem, girl. I got you. All right, y'all. Have a good night.
See ya.
Bye. Okay, y'all. So I will I'll post this live in the on my page. So I kind of went over a lot of things that you guys need for your grants, but the most important part is going to be, pitching why you need the money that you need, how your business is unique, if it's unique, how we're solving a problem. And a problem, this little lash is hanging on for dear life. Anywho, what problem are you solving? And speaking from the heart, okay? So I always say it doesn't have to sound pretty. We don't have to have, all these big words. But when someone is reading your grant application, when they're reading your responses to the question, it should be able they should be able to feel you, either to feel your struggle, to feel your customers' struggle, to feel the problem that you're solving. They should be able to resonate with you, right? That's why I have the grant bundle. If you need the grant bundle, type in grants in the comment and a link will be sent to you. I have a grant masterclass. People, it's like, oh, I want a grant writer. Well, how many times can you afford for someone to, write an application for you, right? Where if you learn to do it yourself, you can be applying for grants every single month, 5 to 10 grants a month, right? Number 2, who is going to sell your business the best, right? If we had to sell our kids 9 or 10 times, my son is bad as all get out, but baby, don't let my Deucey come around. I'm going to tell you how Deucey is. He is so sweet and he is so wonderful. I may use adjectives like he's very active, he's a very hands-on kind of a guy, which really means he bad, right? He bad, he don't listen, but that mama's always gonna sell their baby, like they are just the best thing. Well, your business is your baby. You have sacrificed. You are missing out on family trips or, being outside with your friends. You have drained your savings account. You have taken money out of your 401k. You have downsized your house, your car to, have additional money to pour into your business. You're maybe working 2 or 3 jobs to fund your business. So the business means something to you. It's your dream. It's your why. It's your baby. Who is the best person to sell your baby is you. Okay, so if you've never written a grant before, great. Okay, hey, great. Welcome to the grant world. You do not have to have an English degree. We do not have to use these big words. We just have to convey why we need the money and what we're going to use the money for and make our business stand out, which are all the little tips I gave on this live, okay? So if you want a link to my grant masterclass, type in masterclass. We're going to have a detailed synopsis of breaking every part down of, how to write your grant, how to come up with that blueprint. I have a book of adjectives to use to, make things stand out. I have the frequently asked top 30 questions that are going to be on a grant application. If you want the links to the grant, if you want some training courses to, filling out the grant application, I have a grant bundle. You can type in grants in the comment or masterclass. If you ain't got no money, baby, you gonna go on Google and say business grants and just find you a business grant tonight. Find you a business grant and just look at the application, okay? It's going to be online. They're going to ask you questions to fill out. It's going to be super simple. If you just take the time to just look at the application and see how simple it is, I feel like it'll kind of give y'all motivation to at least apply for a grant. A lot of times, people just hear the word grant. I'm not a grant writer. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I never did one before. And they just don't apply because they don't know what to do. If I said, I'm going to give you $1 million if you figure out how to apply for a grant, I'm sure all y'all will be up tonight, Googling on YouTube how I apply for a grant. Well, just do it, because if you get the funding that you need for your business is going to make you $1 million. So in all essence, you will get this $1 million if you get this grant, because the grant funding will help you with the cash flow for whatever it is that you need to be able to take your business to that next level, to get that employee so you can be more in your business, to get the equipment you need, to get the food truck that you need, to get the inventory at a cheaper rate, to remodel your storefront, to be able to have a whole new photo shoot for your product or to make your website stand out, to get your website, right? So just tonight, if you're on this live, got all this free information, just Google a business grant application, click on it, and just look at it. If you have my grant bundle and it's collecting dust, it's been sitting in your email, you ain't even opened it, click on the link in my grant bundle and just look. I didn't say apply. I didn't even say apply. Okay? I didn't say apply. I didn't say fill out nothing. I just said just look. Just click on it and just look. Okay? I'm gonna ease you to the bank. Okay? I'm gonna get you to the bank, and you're not even gonna know I'm walking you to I'm gonna trick you to the bank. So tonight we're gonna just Google a business grant, or we're going to click on a grant in my grant bundle that you haven't opened up, and we're just going to read the questions. And as you're reading the questions, in your mind be thinking about, okay, like, how would I answer this question? Okay. And then read the next question. How would I answer this question? Okay. And what do they want? They want my name. They want the email. Okay. And all we're doing is just checking the grant out. Okay. We ain't got to apply for, we ain't got to write nothing. It's late at night. We just checking the grant out. Just, seeing what she looking like. Once you see how the grant is, once you see how simple, in fact, a lot of them are going to tell you, here's the question, answer it in 300 words or less. Okay, so we're not even talking about typing out a grant proposal. They're going to give you a limit to how long you can even run your mouth, because they don't feel like hearing these long, drawn-out answers. That's how simple this business grant application is about to be. So tonight we are just going to look at the grant. Just look at the grant, and then as you're reading the questions, just in your mind, I'm not even saying pull a pencil and paper out. You can do it in your bed. I'm not even making y'all do no work tonight. We're just going to look at the grant, and as we're reading the questions, just thinking in our mind how you would answer that question. We just going to do that tonight. That's it. We're just going to look. We're going to just look. We're going to just look at the grants tonight, okay? And then, you know, in the next couple of days, my next assignment will be, you know, well, then let's just on a piece of paper, let's just kind of write out what we think, how we should map out this question. But for tonight, let's just look at a business grant so that we understand what a business grant is really asking for. That way we can kind of get over that intimidation, that fear, that sense of I don't know, I've never done it before. It's kind of like it's time to go swimming. Like, do you want to just, go from the shallow end and like take each step and it's freezing, or do you want someone just to push you in? It's real cold, but you get over with. We're gonna just look at the grant tonight. So now everyone on this live would have seen a grant. So now we at least understand what kind of questions are being asked on the grant. How long they want us to answer the question, and I finally have seen what a business grant application looks like. So we at least just check off on our to-do list that we've looked at a business grant. Okay, now by the end of the year, I'm gonna have y'all filling out. But tonight, we're just gonna look at the grant and see what it's asking for. And if you're feeling like you're doing some little extra credit, click on 2 grant applications, right? So if after you click on that one and that one just didn't take you out within 4 questions they're going to ask you, just click on another one and just see what questions they're asking, and then how similar are the questions that grant number 2 is asking to grant number 1. Because if you happen to, be real extra, be real flirty, go the extra mile tonight, and we look at 3 business grants, you're going to be like, on all 3 grant applications, they kind of asked me the same 3 questions. So if I answered this question on grant number 1, all I really have to do is copy and paste the same answer on grant number 2 and grant number 3. But I don't want y'all to think that far. I just want y'all to look at the business grant tonight, okay? So December is a lot of business grants. A lot of organizations and businesses, got to get rid of this money. If you have my grant bundle, start filling out the grant applications. If you don't, you can Google grants. You can go to Hello Alice. You can check out your Chamber of Commerce. It does not have to be an industry specific grant. If you want to just look for a small business grant, right? Small business grant. That's what you're Googling. Don't say I need a grant for an event space. I need a grant for a lash tech. You want a small business grant. If you are a woman, you can also, after you Google small business grant, you can ask for a woman-owned business grant. If you're a minority, after you Google small business grant, you can add in minority business grants. If you are a veteran or a spouse of a veteran, you can also, after you Google the small business grant, you can Google veteran grants. They call veterans vetpreneurs. Okay, so there are some subcategories for grants, but for the majority, it's just going to be a small business grant. So I challenge everyone tonight to just, look at a business grant so we can at least, take that initial fear, that initial shock factor as to, we're looking at a grant. And that way, when I give y'all next assignment, y'all gonna be good to go. Okay? So I will post this live on my page, and I will, of course, see you at the bank.